Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So, something is brewing in this entire Paul Heyman dynamic where he gets CM Punk to help Roman Reigns in the War Games match. But something's going on, right? Something's going on, and we're going to talk about that a bit because in that cinematic promo that we got on Smackdown, it's very clear that there's some long-term booking or something which is not quite clear in terms of where Paul Heyman's loyalty really lies. Obviously, he's going to help the tribal chief, or his tribal chief rather, Roman Reigns, defeat the new Bloodline, because obviously he would want revenge on the fact that Solo Sikoa and his entire team basically just put him through a table and took him out of business for months, right? So because of that, Paul Heyman would obviously want the duo of CM Punk and Roman Reigns to teach the new Bloodline a lesson, right? But Paul Heyman has something else going on in his mind, and so does CM Punk, right? Because at the end of the day, CM Punk is also a Paul Heyman guy. They have a history together, and so on, right? Yes, Paul Heyman is, or was, or kinda still is Roman Reigns' wise man of the original Bloodline, but he has a bit of anger within him. Now, what is the anger that Paul Heyman would have, right? After WrestleMania, Roman Reigns vanished. He went on vacation. He just wasn't around. And that is when this entire Solo Sikoa thing happened, where he created his own new Bloodline, and Paul Heyman was intimidated regularly, had no idea what to do, was clueless, and this ultimately led to him being thrown through a table when he refused to acknowledge Solo Sikoa as the new tribal chief. And throughout this, Roman Reigns was gone. Nowhere to be seen. He did not stand by his wise man. He did not come out to showcase some sort of support. He was just gone. Meanwhile, CM Punk, on the other hand, while yes, there aren't any major moments between CM Punk and the new Bloodline, there is a promo a few months ago, I don't know if you guys remember, in which we had Paul Heyman and CM Punk in the ring, and where CM Punk did speak back to the new Bloodline. Right? He did attack the new Bloodline when they came after him in the ring, but what that shows is that, hey, look, at some level, CM Punk was there for Paul Heyman. You know, maybe not 100% because, you know, he had his own thing going on with Drew McIntyre and also was prone to injuries, but CM Punk was there at some level, right? So now, when Paul Heyman is back, he has a choice to make, right? Does he truly stand with Roman Reigns? Or does he stand with CM Punk? He'll let this match happen at War Games, right? In which he wants CM Punk and Roman Reigns to teach the new Bloodline a lesson. But this is bigger than that, right? And we got a tease of that in the cinematic promo on Smackdown. So, you know, it's interesting to see how this could move forward. I don't know, obviously, if Paul Heyman is going to completely betray Roman Reigns. There's some theories which are illogical out there, where some people say Paul Heyman will join the new Bloodline, and he will be, you know, the wise man of the new Bloodline. Right? But I don't see that happening, because it's the new Bloodline that threw him, you know, through a table. So he has no reason to join the new Bloodline. What I think is possible is that the wise man will just leave Roman Reigns, you know, after this match and just stick with CM Punk and just do away with this entire Bloodline drama. He will just leave the Bloodline storyline altogether. He wants nothing to do with the Bloodline, new or original. And he will just be CM Punk's manager again. And that is what I see could happen, because he's angry at Roman Reigns, but he's also angry at the new Bloodline and just Bloodline in general. So there's a lot of depth to this story, which is interesting, right? Because there's so much you can do with this, and it just makes Paul Heyman such a human, realistic character, and we're not going down the cliche path where he forgives Roman Reigns and becomes his wise man again. You have a very interesting dynamic here. The rest of SmackDown was okay. We had a couple good matches, a couple good moments, but for the most part, it was okay. We had Cody Rhodes versus Carmelo Hayes. I mean, obviously Cody Rhodes is going to win, right? Maybe they have these matches just for the fun of matches and the athleticism and all that stuff. But we know Cody Rhodes is going to win that match, right? So there's nothing like unpredictable about it. It's just quite predictable, but fun to watch, whatever. Cody Rhodes obviously won that match. An interesting match was Andrade versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Right, this was an interesting match, even though Shinsuke, again, has a match against LA Knight for the United States Championship at War Games. So even here, it's like they're building Shinsuke Nakamura. We know he's probably gonna win. But still, it's an interesting match because we have two people who, you know, the WWE is building in different ways. Andrade had his chance multiple times. He was part of a triple threat match and all that stuff. So, but still, right, we knew Shinsuke Nakamura was gonna win. What happened after the match when LA Knight comes out and then Shinsuke Nakamura spits out that crazy mist, you know, and just blinds LA Knight, putting him in a vulnerable position today at War Games. The women's War Game match is heating up 5-on-5 with the faces having the advantage. We saw a bit of that drama unfold. Looking forward to that. That's how the show started. That's how SmackDown started. So that was all right. That was cool just to build up for the match today. So Kevin Owens is going to go one-on-one with Cody Rhodes for the championship at Saturday night's main event. So we got a little promo, a recorded promo by Kevin Owens. And the interesting thing about Kevin Owens is that although he has a heel turn, when he explains why, it makes sense. Right? He has had a rivalry with the Bloodline. You know, he genuinely feels that Cody Rhodes betrayed him. And if you see those incidents that took place, he's a heel, but he's a heel that makes sense, which is interesting. It's a nice little gray there where a heel makes sense. Kind of like Drew McIntyre, right? Drew McIntyre is a heel. You know, he had his thing going on with CM Punk, but a lot of the times when he got screwed, it made sense that he would be angry. Now to the main event of SmackDown. We have Jey Uso versus Jacob Fatu. Whoever wins gets the advantage in the War Games match. This was a fun match, and it was Jacob Fatu's first singles match in WWE, right? So that was exciting. Deep down, I knew at some level that obviously Jacob Fatu is going to win just because he's being portrayed as a dominant force. You know, and it was a fair match. Nobody was allowed at ringside. Ultimately, Jacob Fatu wins, which means the heels have the upper hand, right? That just builds the stakes at the War Games main event match. So I'm looking forward to that. But the thing is this, right? Again, my writer's mind. Whoever is at the receiving end or who is perceived to have the disadvantage on a SmackDown before a PLE is sometimes the winner at the end. So it's possible that the original Bloodline will win. Plus you have Paul Heyman, you have CM Punk, the whole hype of Paul Heyman and everything. I think the original Bloodline have this. I'm the type of person that loves twists and turns. So if they can come up with an interesting twist to add drama, maybe incorporate The Rock somehow, you know, then maybe the new Bloodline could do it. But if you just go by the narrative style of the WWE, what one would think at this moment is that the original Bloodline gets the win. But you never know, right? Obviously, there's more to this Bloodline story than just this match with the whole Paul Heyman thing. You know, The Rock coming back. So yeah, some people are predicting a possible fallout eventually between I Love You Solo Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. So I think this Bloodline story is just something that it could just go on forever, right? With all the different dynamics and all that stuff, right? And the road to WrestleMania is going to be insane. So yeah, guys, just looking forward to tonight. And yeah, that's that, guys. And yeah, so I'm going to give my War Games review once we watch that tonight. And yeah, things are getting interesting. So till next time, peace out. But hey, like, share, subscribe, and all that stuff. Yeah, forgot to say that. So yeah, till next time, peace out. Bye.